because I know the cash rules everything around me. 2 block times. Any motherfucker whispering about mine. And time. Brooklyn's finest. Finest.
Understand what this shit right here is about. Check. Yeah. Check. Check. We do. Yeah.
Our first track of the evening was Action1.mid by an unknown composer, a track from Voyetra's 1991 Music Clips MIDI collection. But who is Voyetra? Where did they come from? Where are they now? Well, don't you worry. We'll get to all that in due time. Welcome to Brennan's Cyberspace on WHEK 42069 Free Digital Radio, coming to you live on twitch.tv/heckmedia. You know, the personal computing game has gotten way too normal. Remember when there wasn't only a few technological titans battling for your hard-earned buck? The path of our personal computing landscape looks squeaky clean compared to the silicon battlefields of yore. Before software like VLC Player and MPV dominated the personal media player landscape, there were dozens of options for your low bitrate audio and video needs. Enter Voyetra with their audio station media player. An all-in-all good player that saw some mild success for the company and is remembered fondly today by enthusiasts. Although, Voyetra's real forte wasn't software, it was hardware, specifically in music hardware. According to Wayne Scott Jones of Jones.com, a vintage Roland guitar synthesizer resource, Voyetra started out in 1975 as Octave Electronics, manufacturers of the CAT, also known as CAT, series of analog synthesizers. In 1979, the company merged with Plateau Electronics to become Octave Plateau Electronics, and then in June 1986 renamed itself to Voyetra Technologies to better identify the company with its flagship product, the groundbreaking Voyetra 8 polyphonic analog synthesizer. Voyetra also showed a MIDI guitar at the 1985 NAMM show that was never seen again. Voyetra was an incredibly important but often overlooked casualty in the battle for silicon supremacy. So tonight we'll be enjoying a selection of MIDIs related to the Voyetra software and hardware alike. Speaking of, our next song is Action 3, the third part of a four-part action movement from the Music Clip MIDI collection. Thanks for tuning in to WHEK 42069 Free Digital Radio, only on twitch.tv/heckmedia. Voyetra was known for their involvement in the early digital music scene, although it didn't always stay strictly virtual. MIDI Clips is a collection of MIDI files created and sold by Voyetra Technologies as a royalty-free music library that can be used in any multimedia production. The initial library, released in 1991 for $149.95, that's USD, contained a little over 150 songs, consisting mostly of public domain classical music, folk songs, and traditional holiday music, but also a few dozen custom songs of varying genres and a handful of drum tracks. Over the years, Voyetra released supplements for $69.95, nice, which contained additional songs and also increased the quality of the MIDI files, making them, stereo. Unfortunately, very few of the songs contain credits, making it difficult to track down the composers of the original songs or the arrangers of the public domain songs. The library was eventually discontinued, possibly when Voyetra merged with a different company, which we'll get to later. Our next song on the docket tonight is A.Medley.mid by yet another unknown composer. It's often difficult or impossible to track down the original artist for a lot of these early MIDI tracks. The industry refused to properly credit artists or programmers for a very long time. There are horror stories about Atari programmers and designers and how they couldn't get their names into games, so they had to sneak them in. So In that tradition, of course, we don't know who wrote this, but I think you're going to enjoy it, because we've come a long way, and we got a long way to go. Here's A Medley, only on WHEK 42069, only on Free Digital Radio. And now here's a very brief word from our totally real and absolutely not fake at all sponsors.
At Circuit City, our sales counselors will let you play with lots of different video cameras and accessories. And when it comes to making sure you find the one that makes everybody happy, you'll find that they're some of the smartest, most helpful people in the business. How do we know that? We've got it on tape.
Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
The best part of this getting old business. It's a microwave. A microwave. Where's my Alex going?
When you buy something at Circuit City, you can bring it back anytime within 30 days. Get a refund or make an exchange.
Boombox.
Because no one's always right the first time.
A boombox.
Or the second.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
I made sense of my finances.
Get a Compaq Presario 5600 series internet PC, and you'll have the power to make just about anything.
I made it to the next level.
And now's the time to call 1-800-336-1411 to make the ultimate computer your own. Because with the fastest Intel Pentium 2 processor available, 5X DVD-ROM, and 17-inch monitor, you can make more than you ever imagined for less than you thought.
I made a smart investment.
You'll even get a $100 rebate just for trying Compaq Easy Internet Access.
I made the most of my money.
The compact Presario 5600 series PC with Intel Pentium 2 processor. We'd like to make one for you. Just tell us how you want it. Call 1-800-336-1411 or a participating retailer or to buy direct from Compaq.
TV shows on the go. TV shows on the go. It's GBA Video. Game Boy Advance Video.
Now Game Boy Advance plays more than games. It's got TV shows too. With GBA Video, the shows are right in the cartridges. One video pack holds multiple episodes with full color and sound. So you can watch your favorite shows whenever you want, wherever you want.
Whoa, it's TV without the TV.
TV shows on the go. TV shows on the go.
Catch the start of something big, right in your hand.
It's GBA Video. Game Boy Advance Video.
รู้กินเหล้าเครียดเลิกเหล้าทำงานเก็บเงินทำงานเก็บเงินใช้หนี้ทำงานเก็บเงินได้เรียนมีกินช่วยเหลือผ่องใสเมียรักอบอุ่นไม่ป่วยรวยปัญญาพัฒนาฉลาดชาติเจริญไปถึงไหนแล้วก็ไม่รู้แค่เลิกเหล้า
Welcome back, Chip Hounds and Cyber Mamas, to free digital radio, only on WHEK 42069, the only place where AFK is A-OK. I bet you're wondering what happened to Voyetra. Is this a celebration or a eulogy? Well, I'm here to tell you that Voyetra is alive and well, just not as the Voyetra company we didn't know, per se. I'll explain. Voyetra merged with a little-known company in 1995. You may have heard of them. They're called Turtle Beach. Looky there, new life for Voyetra, and continued success in the future, we're sure. Our next song for the night is one we've heard before, making its triumphant return. Surfing high on Voyetra's radical square waves, it's One Stop. Yes, ladies and germs, One Stop once more. Some people hate it, some people love it, but regardless how you feel about One Stop, you're about to hear it. Here is One Stop, played on a Sound Blaster 16 Voyetra Super, written by David Yackley. don't know about you all out there in cyberspace, but I think that was markedly worse than the Windows XP stock version from the last broadcast. And if you want to go see that, go to youtube.com/heckmedia. We post all our VODs on there. Check us out on social media. But, if that is true, that this is better than the Windows XP stock version, it stands to reason that there is another, better version of One Stop out there. The search begins. My new life's work. Welcome back to Free Digital Radio, only on WHEK 42069, being zip shot directly into your mind, only after we bought you dinner. We've got class, what can I say? Our next song for the night is a treat, a real fine feast for the ears. YouTube creator David O'Neill has done what nobody asked for, but everyone needed. A battle royale, if you will, of dance.midi, my personal favorite, using 4 different popular sound fonts to see which one is the supreme ruler of MIDI goodness. And this is directly from his description. This is featuring the Sound Blaster AW32, which is 1994, Sound Blaster Live, 1998, Sound Blaster X-Fi Titanium Fatality Pro, and if you can't guess what that is, it's mid-2000s. And for a complete roundup, the Microsoft GS Wavetable SW Synth. But what does that have to do with Voyetra? Well, the MIDI program used in the video is MIDI Orchestrator Plus by Voyetra, which is part of the Sound Blaster AW32 applications package. See, look, we got there. We always do. Here's Dance.MIDI, only on Free Digital Radio, only on WHEK 42069. Now, that was a banger. Or rather, those were bangers? The subtle differences in each iteration almost made me want to stand up and dance. Almost. Our personal favorite here at Heck, honestly, despite the stupid name, is for sure the Sound Blaster X-Fi Titanium Fatality Pro. What the hell? Someone wrote that and got paid for it. Welcome back to WHEK 42069 Digital Radio, and it's free. Our next song of the night lives in the shadows of the great pantheon of its MIDI brothers, cursed to be forgotten for all time, but not here and not tonight. Its lineage holds such powerful pieces as Canyon.mid and Passport.mid, which is a absolute gold standard in MIDI composition as far as we're concerned. Staccato.mid, the name of the song, is a powerhouse beat and deserves to be remembered alongside Canyon and Passport. Included in the Reveal Multimedia Kit, copyright Voyetra 1991, here is Staccato.mid. And now, another quick word from our absolutely, positively, indubitably real sponsors.
Sound moves in waves, which is why JVC has created new Adagio hi-fi systems. Softly curved, ergonomically sculpted, with motorized panoramic speakers which tilt and turn, moving the sound around your room, creating everything from an intimate feeling to a concert hall, dance club, or dome effect. Adagio hi-fi systems from JVC, the shape of sounds to come.
My folks make sure I get a good breakfast. You know, plenty of fiber and all that stuff. Also, they buy me nice school clothes. They got me a computer, a video camera, a compact disc player. But the problem is, hardly any of this stuff can really help me with my schoolwork.
There is something you could have which would help you a lot. Do you know what that is?
No, but I'm afraid you're going to tell me.
Yes. It's the new Encyclopedia Britannica.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Now you tell me. I've got a report due tomorrow.
On what?
On the exploration of space.
Take a look at this. From the first beeps of Sputnik to the triumph of the Apollo moon landing.
Hey, I'm impressed. This way, I wouldn't have to worry about getting to the library. It's right in my own home.
Day and night.
All right. Well, since this has turned out to be a Britannica commercial, I guess you're going to tell me how somebody could get a set.
Actually, I thought I might, yeah.
And I suppose you're going to throw one of those 800 numbers up on the screen. Am I right?
Might as well.
And there it is.
To find out how you can own the Encyclopedia Britannica, just call this toll-free number and we'll send you this free booklet telling you everything you need to know about your key to the information age.
I'm typing it into my computer so I won't forget it.
Good. And just for previewing Britannica in your home, your family will receive this 3-volume desk reference set.
Do we get to keep it?
Yes. So if you would be interested in owning the new Britannica,
I'm thinking it over.
just call this number. Encyclopedia Britannica, the library that never closes.
I thought it was my key to the information age.
It's both, actually.
Unbelievable! Is that a zip drive on your desk?
Yes.
It's the one drive that stores, backs up, and lets you move all your stuff.
It's perfect for home stuff.
Or school stuff. And work stuff.
And it's so affordable.
Zucchini, anyone?
The zip drive for my Omega, because it's your stuff.
Let's go!
And I say to you, my brothers and sisters, hell is a deep, dark, foul-smelling prison of the damned, filled with fire and brimstone, lost souls and demons. And how do you escape this eternal damnation? You blast the nasty pink demons right between their beady little eyes.
Doom for the 64-bit Jaguar, the best Doom ever.
You are looking at live music as seen through a computer. The computer can freeze an instant of the music and mark it. Now, a Memorex High Bias 2 recording of the same music. Compare Memorex to live. You will not hear truer reproduction on any high bias cassette. Not the first play, not the 1000th, not ever, or we'll replace it. Free. Is it live, or is it Memorex?
Welcome back to WHEK 42069, free digital radio, only on twitch.tv/heckmedia. Here at Heck, we like playing some video games from time to time. Gaming has become a cultural touchstone in recent years, bringing nerds from all across the world together in general harmony. But if you ask me, video games peaked on the 24th of April, 1996. I'm of course talking about everyone's favorite foul-mouthed, womanizing, gum-chewing shooter, Duke Nukem 3D. Mixing the fast gameplay of Twitch shooters with the comedic sense of an edgy teenager, Duke Nukem 3D was the face of PC gaming throughout the late 90s. Being a PC game from the 90s, you know it's going to have some great MIDI jams front and center. Matter of fact, the title track, and our next song of the night, is titled Grab Bag, composed by Lee Jackson, the music and sound director for the video game developer 3D Realms from 1994 through 2002. No, this is not a recording. Lee has commented on the name of the track, starting, as the song progressed, I started to feel like I was reaching into a bag, pulling things out, and just seeing how they fit together. I grab ideas for the drums from one place, the harmonic progression from another, and the melody from several different places. So here it is, blasting triumphantly from the Voyetra Sequencer Plus Gold version 4.10 in General MIDI FM synthesis mode. This is Grab Bag by Lee Jackson on free digital radio, the Smart Hacker's first broadcast preset in his banged-up beige 1999 Saturn. It ends so quickly as it comes, like a beautiful bird in the moonlight. Welcome back to WHEK 42069. Digital Radio. Free digital radio. For everyone out there in the cyberspace tonight, my name is Brendan. I hope you've been having a good time. We're going to start rounding out the night. We have about 3 songs left to go. 3 or 4, depending if I ever learn how to count. Man, grab bag. That really brings back some classic gaming memories. I had to break out my old Packard Bell and go a few rounds with the old Duke. The high-energy, pulse-pounding beats of Duke 3D is going to sail us right into a new port. But let's slow down, iron it out, make it smooth. Slip on those pajama pants fresh from the dryer, grab your favorite tea, and log in. Our next song for the night is Mood 2.mid, the second movement of a 4-part composition by yet another unknown artist. Lost in cyberspace, drifting away. Mood 2 features one of the era's more famous sound fonts, the 8MB GM SFX SF2. Did you get all that? That's 8MB GMS FX SF2. One more time? Nah, I think you got it. Sound fonts were, and still are, the crux of what gives MIDI music its wildly varied feelings and tones. Early sound synthesis was a phenomenal force of creation during the early days of electronic music. But don't take my word for it. Here's Mood 2 on WHEK 420 69 FM, free digital radio. From the future, for the future. That really was a fantastically smooth track. You would think that you couldn't get that much soul out of a sound blaster. Guess you learn something new every day. Our next track for the night is Mood 4, the 4th and final movement of the Mood composition. What, you want me to play the whole thing for you? That's on you, cyber surfers. Seek it out. It's worth a listen. Coming in cool with a little bit of digital soul, here's Mood 4 on WHEK 420 69, free digital radio. Sad to say, folks, but we only have one more track for the night. I know. I wish it'd go on forever, too. But we'll end the night on, serene note. Serenity.mid is another one of those lost MIDI classics that, much like Staccato, languished in the shadows of the Titans, Canyon, and Passport. Here's a little bit of sleepy time music for all y'all out there in the VR landscape. Everyone's got to stop dodging laser blasts and try not to get de-res just long enough to get a little shut-eye. This was Brendan of WHEK 42069, Free Digital Radio, signing off.